Hello, friends. Welcome back to Sex, Betrayal, Compassion 100 Leadership Lessons from Building 100 Schools Around the World by Jimmy Tai, DTM. This lesson is sponsored by Toang Viet Travel in District 1, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and CEO Ms. Nguyen Thu Thao. For more information, please visit flytovietnam.com. Thank you.
Lesson 14, Risks versus Rewards. The good, the bad, and the ugly. This lesson will teach you one of the most important skills for leaders: risk management and mitigation in decision making. Story. You can kiss all the frogs in the Lord of Life contest, but not all of them turn into Prince Charming. Some pups into plain commoners, and a few morphs into scary ogres. We are no different with each project we take on, or new country we venture off from Vietnam's maps. Stories are many, and not all are good. But these three stories from Cambodia, India, and Uganda illustrated our stories of risk-taking. Early March 2021, during the height of COVID pandemic around the world, we received a hail-bearing message from a young Vietnamese Cambodian named Sidman through Facebook. Her father is a Christian pastor in one of Cambodia's poorest districts, Kampong Chhnang. There are thousands of Vietnamese expat families who live around congregated floating village near the waterways, but now we're forced to move to dry land by the local government. As the result of the displacement, hundreds of children have no place to learn and became target for pedophiles or human trafficking. A school offers a safe place for parents to drop them off every day while they struggle to rebuild their homes and their lives. Recognize the needs and urgency for this situation. Our foundation committed to Sis and her father, Pastor Lam, without asking for a detailed project plan, not knowing if we have sponsors. When we asked for what a school looked like with our $6,000 donation, Sip sent back a cartoon drawing of the blue thick house with a cross on the roof that reminded us of the art pictures our children used to bring home from elementary school. We took a leap of faith, and 3 months later, project number 75 cemented our first schools in Cambodia thanks to the generosities of the Lee families and our Encinitas Rotary Club friends. The weight of worries were lifted off our shoulders, and this milestone ended a 5-year drought in our efforts to find local partners and build a school in Cambodia. Fast forward to the time of this writing 16 months later, we funded 8 schools in this district to educate and protect nearly 1,000 at-risk children. What a success story to share. A month later, in July 2021, we were contacted by email from a Executive Director of Rural Lives Development Societies, RLDS, in Odisha states of India, to support this organization's plans to construct a 6th classroom school for underprivileged kids. We were so thrilled to have the opportunity to expand to India and help millions from the untouchable Dallas past among its 200 million members. So we reach out for friends from India or in India to research on RLDS organization and its legitimacy. Due to the 12.5 hours time difference between India and California, most of our conversations took place late in the evening in San Diego to avoid even in blackouts in India. After 6 months of vetting, we committed to fund our LDS $10,000 once they raise the other $20,000 and complete 50% of the construction progress schedule. We then placed a 6-month time constraint to incentivize the project to complete early or our offer would be voided. Things were looking good for another success story, or as we hoped. The one excuse after another why the project couldn't break ground as promised. First with COVID, then state election, left with roadblock from the neighbors' disputes, etc. Days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months. Finally, we ran out of patience, and by mid-March of 2022, we terminated our pledge to support our LDS for lack of progress and forward communication. 9 months of effort disappears in thin air with no trace of returns for countless late hours we spent frustration. At least we didn't send the requested $10,000. Who would have imagined working with India GNO was so difficult in comparison to Vietnam, Philippines, Cambodia, even Kenya, until we involved with the fundraise for a project school in Uganda. And we yanked the plug from our LDS in India. A person through a Toastmaster friend contacted us and asked for help with a school renovation project in Karon Village, Lira City, Uganda. Unlike other countries that we haven't visited or the in-country contacts resides locally, this person was a project manager for a Fortune 100 company in Silicon Valley. Quit her job and became a consultant to assess a local partner for an NGO in California. Long story short, her heart was melted by the struggles of 200 farming kids who are listed as traumatized and have emotional issues while attending weekly classes on social worker on the dirty grounds under the umbrella tree. Since we did very well with 6 classroom school in Kitale, Kenya in 2021, we saw an opportunity to expand to its western neighbor Uganda at the natural evolution of our presence in the dark continent, Africa. In the following months, we pulled pieces of information together to form a real project that we need to be done, estimates of construction and schedule. Now, with better information, we launched a fundraising campaign on Facebook with a goal of $15,000 US in 2 months. She spread the words to 45 friends, and after a month, we got 6 donations for a total of $810. Having learned from India, we was very adamant that the $5,000 pledge from our foundation would only be sent after 2/3 of the project was complete, aka we want to make sure the project would be finished without funding toward the tail end. When we refused to provide upfront $5,000 prior to the departure for Uganda, we started to see more explained reasons why updates couldn't be sent due to poor Wi-Fi connectivities or weak internet to build out the placeholder website. In the end, we decided to cancel the fundraise, contacted all 6 donors, and sent refund checks to all of them. Not only we spent 2 months chasing the failed fundraise, but the refund process would consume more precious times of our volunteer staffs for months to come. The dark continent suddenly gave us a very bitter experience this time. Tutorial. One of the highest praises for our foundation has earned from our dearest friend John Simonellis of Encinitas Rotary Clubs is, you guys find ways to get things done very efficiently. That very interesting comment from a very business savvy and global charters like John's, who by the way went to Hayat, Vietnam with us in 2019. Don't be fooled by its salt and pepper ritual look while it takes part in philanthropist missions with fellow Rotarians. We also tequila distilleries and we tasted its fine Vanguard tequila product at many food festivals where the line to sample his golden liquor snakes around many adjacent booths. Back to his compliment, it was very true on the surface based on the numbers of projects and nations we completed in 7 years. However, to achieve Vision 100 with 3 years to spare, we certainly took a lot of risks. And many times, the result was nothing to write home about, an illustration in the cases of India and Uganda. However, the only risk that our foundation really concerned is the lack of willingness to take a chance when a new opportunity surfaces. As long as we perform our due diligence and understand the probabilities of occurrence and the potential downsides of risk, we decide at what point we will cut the losses and walk away. Action. Find a quiet place and get a piece of paper with a pen or pencil and write down these questions. What risk have you taken? Any rewards are just all remorse. How do you know when to double down or walk away from a risk? Do you make the right decision to take the risk, or you wish to decide differently? Do you understand the probability of a risk materialized and its potential impact on your decisions? Reflections. Even at the time of this writing, which was 4 months after our cancellation of the fundraise for the Uganda schools, the intended website to keep our donors informed of this project's progress was still just a placeholder. We strongly believe that one day we will expand our presence to Uganda with a suitable in-country partner. Similarly, we are facing slow progress with the second partnership in India. We kept our faith for 2 classroom school construction projects for 46 children in the foothill of the Himalayan mountain range near Uttarakhand. With some patience and coaching and project management for the local team, we think the children will have a safe school to study before the end of 2022. Love to hear your reflection on any risk that you took and how it's turned out for you. Please share your lesson with us. Thank you for listening, and we will see you in lesson number 15, the story of $4 comical hat. Goodbye for now, my friends. And my promise to you, if you comment or share your experience with us, I would personally answer all of your comments within 24 hours. Take care.